Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's your girl, Suzette Speaks, live here for Jamaicans.com. I want to say good and pleasant morning to each and every one. Thank you to my peeps from around the world who are watching. We are coming to you from very sunny and very hot South Florida. Big up Miami, big up Fort Lauderdale, big up Palm Beach and beyond. You know I love to bring you interesting topics as well as interesting people, and today is no exception. First and foremost, we are chilling, actually kind of heated up. I don't know if chill is the right word.
Yeah.
But we are chilling here in Plantation, Florida. If you guys ever come to South Florida, you know where the shops at the fountains are. So hence the fountain. So we are here. We just decided to find some beautiful scenery to give you guys to let you know how lovely it is for the people who are freezing still all around the world. Sorry that you can't be here, but we are giving you our warmth and our love. So I'm here talking to this gorgeous woman. She is a Haitian American who has a very compelling story about infertility. So a lot of you might have friends, family, people who have dealt with infertility, but I find especially among women of color, we don't talk about it. Everybody just expect that you're going to have a baby when you want to have a baby. Everybody expect when you're married, you just get pregnant easy, and it's not so. There's a lot of women struggling with this very quietly, and we wanted to really kind of blow the cover off of this taboo subject. So, without further ado, here today to talk to me about her personal journey and what she's doing now to help other women is none other than founder of Filling Empty Wombs, also known as FEW. Big up Miss Sandra Elidor.
Thank you.
Yay.
Wow.
I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, I don't know. It's a lot of women whispering about infertility and what's going on with what's in the food and what's in the water and how come so-and-so ain't have no baby yet and they've been married 10 years. Okay, yes, we're in your business this morning. But there's a lot of things that go on in a woman's body that people don't understand. So I'm glad we're talking about this. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited. It's hot,
Thank
baby.
you. It is.
We might get a little sweat bead. Hello.
It's okay.
But we're going to count it all joy. Thank you, God.
You know, I don't mind sweating for this topic.
Hello.
I don't mind
It's
sweating
that
for this
important. So we want you guys to chime in. Please always comment, like, and share. Just say hello. We're not going to bite. And we want to know what you think about infertility and your story. If you know people that have dealt with this and how they've dealt with it. So anyway, Sandra, wagwan.
Thank you.
Or should I say sac passe?
Sac passe.
Hey, all my Haitians out there watching, all my Caribbean people, big up yourself, drop a comment and share. All right, Miss Sandra, so tell us about yourself.
Well, thank you for that wonderful introduction, by the way. My name is Sandra Elidor, and I am a Haitian descent. And being in the Caribbean, this is more of a taboo than being an African American.
Boy, people don't like to talk about where babies come
They
from.
don't.
And then when the babies don't come, they don't want to say how and why, and then they curse this one and why she used to do that and this because that. There's so much going on and misinformation. So we're going to clear that up today, all right? So good morning to my people, Jamaicans.com. Let me know you're here. All right, so Sandra, tell me about how you got involved with infertility and being interested in this subject.
Well, it's crazy when God have a birth story for you in the midst of your issues, in the midst of your problem, in the midst of your hurts and your pain.
Yeah.
There's always a blessing at the end. Even when we're in it, we may not necessarily see it.
Nobody don't like the struggle.
We don't like the struggle.
Nobody don't like the struggle.
Like
but there's a story.
There's
Amen.
We just
and
have to be
testimony
patient enough to wait for it. And this was birthed because of my own issues. I had endometriosis. I was the one that struggled when I had my period, my menstrual, in pain, and doctors would tell me it's all in my head. You're normal. You're overdoing it. You're over-exaggerating. But throughout those years of having this issue, and I was an early bloomer.
Okay.
9 years old, I had my menstrual.
I had an early period too.
Oh,
so
9 years
for especially, I know a lot of women of color. Some of us, not everybody, do. Especially in America. I don't know if it's the food, the water. Y'all drop a comment. But we tend to mature and enter puberty faster. And that's not everybody, that's not across the board, but I would say on average, especially to our Caucasian counterparts and sisters, we tend to enter puberty quicker.
Yes.
So for you, it was before the age of 10, also for me. So what did that have as far as impact on your life, you think? Did you think that it grew you up quicker, or how did you feel? I know, I remember I was in 4th grade and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was crazy. My parents were like, what? She's period? What? It was like a shocker. Seriously. And I think it kind of threw me in a whole different category that I didn't even understand at the time.
The thing about it is that being in Haitian, we didn't have a conversation. My parents at that time thought they had the time, they had plenty of time to have that conversation.
Wow.
We didn't have it. So when I had my menstrual, I was like, oh my God, what is this? What's going on?
Shock.
Why am I bleeding?
Shock.
Why is it not stopping?
Shock.
I thought I was in trouble. I
Yes.
did something wrong.
Right.
But when I finally told them, I did something, I don't know what it did. I'm bleeding. I had a totally different reaction.
Don't even know what's happening to your body. You're like, what?
I didn't even know. So these
I know.
conversations, we have to learn to speak about it very early.
Right.
And if your child is experiencing pain, or
Right.
even yourself experiencing pain through
Yeah.
having your menstrual,
Yeah.
I don't care what any doctor says.
Right.
It is not normal.
Okay, so I want people to really drop a comment when you talk about endometriosis. I'm assuming you know what it is, so that we make sure we're all defining our terms. What is endometriosis?
Endometriosis is basically when you have your menstrual, it goes through your uterus.
Yeah, your uterus?
Your uterus.
Uh-huh.
So it's just to fall a certain way.
Yeah.
But with endometriosis, it tends to go elsewhere.
All over your body.
All over your body.
Sometimes I don't diagnose with that, but sometimes I think I have that too. Because these little sneaky cells, I wouldn't call them sneaky, they give life. But the the uterine wall cells, the blood cells that are shed every month, they don't stay in the uterus.
No.
They go elsewhere. And then all of a sudden we got a problem, and they're wreaking havoc. I know a lot of times women experience it in their digestive tract, all over their body. In their bowel, and people have told me that they had endometriosis affect their hearing. Like the cells were actually in different parts of your body. So it's a real thing.
Yes.
So now, if you're in pain, don't let nobody tell you you're not. Don't let nobody tell you you're normal. You can get it checked out. Now, I'm going to ask you this because we're just getting to know each other. So a lot of what she's going to tell me, I don't know either. So one of my friend girls has a friend of a friend, who had endometriosis and got tested for it. Now, did you allow them to put something through your belly button and test you to tell you they had it?
Yes. That's the only way to get the official diagnosis.
Okay.
That's the only way.
Now, I'm going to follow up with that because my friend, who is the lady's friend, felt that testing procedure may have caused complications that led to impacting your ability to get pregnant, as in you going through your belly button to test for endometriosis creates scar tissue, and does that affect the uterus long term, and does it necessarily have an impact now on your pregnancy rate? And we felt like she did hers like 3 or 4 times. It wasn't a one-time tester, and we're like, yo, my girl, you let the people use you for guinea pig. Stop going inside your belly. You know you have a problem with endometriosis. Stop getting tested. And now she has had very hard difficulty getting pregnant. Now, do you believe there's a correlation? I don't know, but we in our little scientific wannabe selves, we're like, yo, that messes up if you interfere with it, does it have an impact? What are your thoughts?
My thought is, I did mine twice. And there was a reason why I did mine the second time.
Yeah.
And the more you have any surgery, multiple times, there's something that's left.
Yeah.
There's a scar tissue.
Absolutely.
And it gets hardened and it thickens over time. And that's never a good thing for anybody.
Surgery period. Yeah. If you can avoid it.
If you could avoid it, definitely avoid it.
Yeah.
But my second time having it was more so because the first time, it was really bad, y'all. I had stage 4 endometriosis, which is the highest stage that you can get.
What does that mean? What are those symptoms like?
The thing about with the stages is a little weird because the higher the stage doesn't necessarily mean how much pain you're in.
Oh.
Because you can have pain level 1, stage 1, but you're in extremely pain. Because what happened with endometriosis, it may fall on top of a nerve.
Okay.
And that's what the pain
come from. Wow.
Yeah. So you may have that one time and you just experience some pain.
Right.
And once they go in, you barely have endometriosis.
Right.
Because they hit a nerve.
Okay. So do you feel like, and we're going to get into what you experience in your fertility, because you have children, so we're going to say fertility journey. How was the endometrial diagnosis impacting, do you think, your ability to get pregnant?
For me, it wasn't an impact. It wasn't an issue for me because it was the endometriosis itself that was causing my issue.
Right.
Because I had it for so long and undiagnosed.
Okay, so pain around your period, pain all over your body,
during
you don't know what's going on. Okay.
Doing sexual intercourse, it should not be painful, but if it is, you may want to check that out.
For endometriosis.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and I think a lot more Black Black people have it.
They do.
Yeah, that we tend to
They
get
do.
endometriosis undiagnosed and living with pain during cramp period. I know
Yep.
people who can't even get out their bed. Their period is killing them, literally.
Yep.
And they doubled over. They don't want surgery. They don't want this. They don't want to take medicine. And I'm like, you can't even stand up. And they're not faking it. And that's another whole story about doctors not believing women of color in terms of their level of pain. But that's a whole different show.
Yeah.
So back to endometrial pain for you. So was there a way that you treated it?
After my surgery, because with the surgery, one of my main cause of pain was I have this thing called chocolate cyst.
Chocolate cyst?
Chocolate cyst. And the reason why they call it chocolate, because over time, my menstrual was collected into a ball.
Okay.
So when they actually drain it, I don't think this was to cut it because that would be a mess.
Yeah.
When they drain it, it looks like chocolate.
So persons, like a medical professional, had to remove that.
They have to remove it.
Okay, wow.
Because it is a cyst and it'll keep growing over time.
Wow.
So mine was sitting on my uterus and on my bladder.
Outside of your
not my
uterus?
bladder. No, like on my ovaries, I'm sorry. On my ovaries and on my bowel.
Wow.
So, and I was in pain, not realizing what was going on.
Right.
But no one believed me.
Wow.
Doctors did not believe me.
So how long did you have that in your body before somebody was like, yo, let's really believe her and check this out?
Yes. It's until they was giving me a medication. Like the thing about it with infertility, most people don't realize they have infertility until they're ready to have children.
Wow.
And by then sometimes it's a little too late. So that was my case. My husband and I was trying for a year and it wasn't going through. And because of my age, they give you a year.
Okay.
At that time.
So above 30?
At that time I was under 35.
Under 35.
Usually a year.
Okay.
After 35, they usually give you 6 months.
Wow.
3 months or 6 months, depending on the issue.
Okay.
So we waited for a year. And so after that, now we started getting fertility medication. Not treatment, but
so
medication.
you had to consciously decide, yo, it's been a year and no baby. So now we're going to seek medical help to see if we can get one.
Yeah.
So you go to a fertility clinic.
But at that time, now you have to go to the fertility clinic to get it. But at that time, my OBGYN, they give me the
Okay, so
medication.
the OB at the time was able to do it. But now they might make money, so now you have to go to fertility clinic. So you go to the fertility clinic and they tell you what?
They told me, okay, take this medication. It was a specific medication called Clomid. And that medication helped your ovulation.
Okay.
Basically allow you to ovulate a little bit, like multiple eggs at one time.
Eggs.
Yes. So if it worked, there's a possibility you have multiple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
so that's why when people go fertility clinic, they end up with 10 babies. Mine.
Octomom.
Because Octomom is real. 5 and 6 and 10. Yes. My uncle says it's more like puppy litter.
Yes.
Pure baby. So it's because they ovulate and they produce more eggs because of this medicine.
Yes.
Okay. Was it painful?
Well, it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
But in my case, it was.
Wow.
Because
of the endometriosis. Oh, so you got double trouble. Every turn.
I had double trouble.
Wow. So you go and so you start taking this drug that helps you ovulate, and then what happens?
So once I was telling the doctor, I was like, okay, I'm in pain. It's like, you're not supposed to have pain, but I'm in pain.
Yeah.
So they had multiple ultrasounds to realize that, okay, I do have a cyst. Because now
that's when you found
that
out.
cyst was visible.
Oh, wow.
So we went to have surgery.
Right.
And it was like, not only do you have the cyst, but my right tube was like shriveled, like the paper you shriveled. Ooh. They had to remove it. Because it was shriveled up. And if I, by any chance, end up having ectopic pregnancy because of that, so they removed it.
Yeah, wow.
So I had one left.
Wow. So you find out all this, trying to get pregnant. If you can relate, drop a comment. If you know, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a family affair, really.
Yes, it is.
Did it pressure your marriage in this time? Yeah. Were you stressed with your husband?
It was. It was very stressful. And I think over time with my husband, I'm now starting to hear more of how he felt.
Okay.
Because at that time, the man has a pressure of making sure my wife is okay.
Yeah.
Like they're protected. That's what they were created for.
Right.
That I gotta make sure my wife is okay.
Right.
Even if I'm in pain, I gotta check out my pain, check it out, and make sure my wife is okay. Because she's doing physical.
So you want to save, you want to fix the problem, you want to make sure she's good, and he can't fix it.
He can't fix it.
Wow.
It's out of his control.
Right.
So he makes sure I was okay. But at that time, our communication wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Because I'm pissed at God. I was mad at God.
Why? Why me?
Why me?
Yeah.
And my husband don't know what to do. So there's nothing you can say that's gonna make it better.
Right.
So our communication was a little rocky,
Yeah.
but
You survived it.
we survived.
So then, okay, good. So communication is key.
Yes.
And you don't know what's going on in your man's mind. Even though everybody's okay going to the fertility clinic,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stress involved. Okay, get a little sweat going. Okay,
I am.
praise the Lord.
That's
So
okay.
we're gonna go to the hopeful victory. So how do you find out you're pregnant? So the fertility work. Fertility treatments work.
We did, by the grace of God. When I finally got out of my why God, I'm pissed, why me, I'm not a woman enough, I'm created to do this, but
Yeah.
I'm unable to do what I was created to do.
Wow, right.
So it was a lot of self-check
Right.
that I had to go through.
Right.
And once I got out of that,
Right.
I attended, my church had a conference.
Oh yeah.
And we had prayer and fasting. There's a lot of blessing that come with prayer and fasting.
Oh well.
There's
So
a
you had to go
lot
to the
of
source.
I had to go to the
Like
source.
God, I was still kind of mad.
I was kind of mad.
So let's get some closure.
Yeah. So once I went through all of that, and after that month,
Yeah.
the conference ended this January 31st.
Yeah.
After that month, I said, okay, God, I'm done.
Yeah.
I literally at that point I let it go.
Right.
And my testimony, I literally say it is finished.
Right. Wow.
I'm
So
done.
that you were not going to be a mom.
I'm not.
You were
not
like-
even. I'm not gonna be a mom. I'm tired of trying to. Be a
Okay,
mom.
so it's finished. I'm letting
I'm
this go.
letting it go.
Okay, okay.
So if it happened, it happened.
Right.
If it doesn't, you know what? Whatever.
Right.
Whatever.
Wow.
So-
if you can relate, drop a comment. So what happened? What
So
happened?
now,
Yeah.
and even at that time, my husband was like, should we do IVF? I'm like, no, I don't want to do IVF.
Right.
Who wants to do IVF? I don't
Right.
want to do that.
Right.
So,
In vitro fertilization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I
taking
don't
out
wanna
your
do that.
egg, taking his sperm, putting it
Put it
together,
together.
and then putting it back
Putting
in
it back
you.
in, yes.
Okay.
I don't want to go through that because my big thing was, if I tell God,
Right.
when after I have this child, God, this child is giving me a problem. My
Right.
issue was like, God is going to tell me, I did not send you to have this baby.
I ain't give you that baby. You gave yourself that baby. Whoa.
That was my thing. I was like,
Whoa.
I'm not doing IVF.
Whoa. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
through seeking counsel through my pastor, I
Yeah.
believe in seeking counsel through your elders.
Right.
Seeking counsel,
Right.
and they have their own personal struggle with infertility.
The pastor used IVF.
They
Okay.
didn't, but they wanted to take that route, but
It ended up having it. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful.
But that was like a connection for me.
Okay, so that someone else had this problem.
Finally
Believer
found
in God,
somebody.
love Jesus, and still could have a baby.
Yes.
It happens.
Yes.
Okay, so then how'd you get your victory?
Now, we decided to go to IVF. Mind you, one try. We didn't have any frozen left. He
Right.
was the only one that survived.
Wow.
And by the grace of God,
He went.
he took, and
Yeah.
I gave birth to a healthy boy. He was
Wow.
premature, but he was healthy nonetheless.
Wonderful.
But the crazy thing about it, remember I
Yeah.
told you
Right.
on January 31st, I said, I'm done.
Yeah,
Well, my son was supposed to be born April 16th.
yeah.
He was 29 weeks early, which is extremely early. He was born a year later, January 31st.
Look, I'm done. It is finished. 1 year, 365. You know, I believe in those not coincidences. God be trying to tell you stuff like you
Yeah.
gotta listen for it. And I love the fact that no matter what, it wasn't that you were a believer or you had a certain type of faith that it can happen to you. It can't happen to you. It can. And you have to accept the circumstance and the struggle. And I love the fact that you felt released from pastor, that you did not have to be very judgmental about I don't have a baby this way, I have a baby that way. And we have a lot of people that judge people because some have it natural. Oh, you're an adopted mom. You don't have to worry.
Doesn't matter.
It's my baby. Get out of my womb. And that's our next topic about women and who you're pregnant and when you're gonna have babies and all of this stuff. It's a lot of
Stop asking that
taboo. So I really want to you guys drop comments. We're gonna continue on the Suzette Speaks page. Catch me on the other side. And I want to thank Miss Sandra Elidor for part 1 of the Infertility Talk on Jamaicans.com. Love on you. Thank you for watching. See you guys soon.